Medical patients got hit the hardest for sure because back in the day, a patient could buy a Corova Black Bar, 1,000 milligrams. That'll run them $40. They'd be able to chop that if they were, on SSI or something like that. Low income folks, like they'd be able to buy that spend that $40 and have medicine for the whole week. Whatever their aches and pains may be, whatever the condition. Various people did stretch their money the most they could, and Corova's products made that really easier for them to do. It's there's simply not as many products as there used to be. If they want to get after the summer, if they're going to want to get things of a certain strength, they're going to either have to make it themselves or they're going to have to go to the black market. And that was the whole point. The whole point of this was so people could avoid that. Not only, the point of this was so people wouldn't be in cages for marijuana. B, in creating this regulated market, all these options. That's a popular thing. Strong edibles. This isn't, not everyone's going to eat a 20 milligram brownie and jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. And it's this hyper fear around edibles. I think it'll just like with the tax situation, it was overtaxed. I think edibles are overregulated too, and the only way that we're going to be able to compete with that aspect of the black market is people being allowed to produce stronger edibles. So we'll see.
The main product that I make and I love more than anything is called Gemmy's, and it is a full extract cannabis oil, Rick Simpson oil. The oil is actually an edible and a topical. The oil is already decarboxylated fully, so all of the medicinal properties and benefits are brought out already in the oil. So it's a great oil where you can just take a tiny little drop, and that tiny little drop, like the drop of a sesame size seed, is about 25 to 30 milligrams of cannabis. The new regulations are changing so many things, and they're taking away a lot of craft edible makers. A lot of people that made a really high quality product, and they actually put it out there for an inexpensive rate. But because of the new changes and because of the laws and how much it basically costs to do this, it's something that other people are really not able to keep up with at all. And they're having to either move or find other jobs. I really want to try to see big pharma and the larger corporations having some sort of limit to be kept out of this industry for a little bit of time, so we can save those small craft makers, and so we can save those small edible companies, and so we can try to keep those really cool artisanal products on the shelf.
My name is Nkeshi Jackson, and I am a cannabis medical user. I have multiple autoimmune disease and severe pain disorder, and I'm prescribed morphine extended release 3 to 4 times a day. So therefore I choose cannabis because I'm able to function and be more alert. Morphine is evil. It takes me, I'm completely disabled, but morphine literally makes me dependent on another person for everything, eating, bathing, everything. Like, I'm totally out of it. So it's a decrease instead of an increase to my health and my well-being. I want it to be a difference from recreational and medical. And I want us as medical patients to have access to what we need to be able to function and be sociable, and most of us are trying to hold on to our independence. So I really wish that they would just go back and allow us to have what we need, I mean, I suffer autoimmune diseases and pain disorders, but there's cancer patients who really depend on this, instead of the morphine or the heavy opiates and so forth. And then it's like there's no addiction. Eventually, our bodies become addicted to these drugs with all these side effects, So I just want them to go back so that I can have my Twinkies and my bran muffins in the morning and not have to take morphine.